So let us open. You can see here we have this data set here in the CSV file format. So I'm taking this financials data set. I click open. Right. So we can see here that these are the different file formats that we have here that we are seeing here as part of the financials. Click on sheet 1. So this is what we see as far as the file format is concerned. Suppose if I would drag this over here, let's drag it now. Taking 52-week high over here on the column. The names on the rows. This is how your worksheet is made, typically, as we see it here. These are the names of the companies, and these are the 52-week high values, the prices of the shares that we are seeing. But okay, again, this is the next thing that we will be discussing. Coming sometime over here on the 4th day for charts and graphs. But what I wanted to show you all is that once we have the files imported, you have the tables available over here as measures and dimensions, and then you will be generating the data visualization for the relevant charts. You can select this chart also. You can select this chart also. But of course, based on the data set that you, or based on the data that you import and drag it over here, corresponding set of graphs or charts will get activated over here. So our data is such that it will have its effect only on, we can use only these set of charts. That is the beauty of Tableau. It gives you the choices, or it gives you only those relevant choices that you can work with stated in imported, or the measures that you have already dragged, that you are dragging on the canvas. So that is one thing. Now let's again go back to the data source and work towards other data. So I'll close this data source also. Close this. Primary data source will be deleted. Marks layers will also be pressed. Okay. So you can see everything is gone now. Let's click on connected data. There's a text file format, Excel format that we've done. Let us work on a statistical file. So when I click on statistical file here, we have the data sets, statistical data sets, but let's come here and see. These are the SPSS data sets that we have. It's a SPSS file format. .sav is the SPSS file extension. I click open. Right. So that particular data is now on sheet. So these are the different tables, measures that are available over here. So you have to select sex as columns. So this is how your chart would look like. Let's select this one as well. This. Depending upon which kind of data you want to select. Now this is for glucose. If I were to select insulin as well out here, select it this way. Yes, tables are built automatically, but if you want, typically what happens is Tableau, it allocates the dimensions and the measures in accordance with the imported data. But if you wish to make any changes, you can make those changes. So suppose if I were to click on insulin and I right click over here and I ask for change it to dimension, it will change it to dimension. So once it changes to dimension, it should appear here in blue. So let's see it over here. So you can see here the insulin earlier was part of a measure. Now we have changed it to dimension. So let's select this and click on it. Convert to measure. So if I click on convert to measure, it comes over here. You can see Tableau automatically converts it, but if you want to do it yourself, that is also possible. But I'm not yet going into that because there are people who need to understand basics in terms of file inputs. So I'll click on data source. Again, let's close this particular data source. Everything will go away. You can see that every time we close a file, a new file name appears, worksheet number appears here. Earlier it was sheet 1, then sheet 2, now it's sheet number 3. So yes, that is one thing that happens. Fine. Next. Okay, we have selected the statistical file that was in SPSS format. Now we'll import a SAS file format. When we speak of SAS, it's a statistical analytical system, and its file extension is SAS7BDAT. That's the file extension of the file format. So happily enough, Tableau supports that file format also. That is not quite the case with Power BI when we use Power BI as a data visualization or data sciences or data analytics tool. So anyway, I'll select this. I've selected it and I click open here. Let's click on this transparent file and this has been done. Okay, so we already have the SPSS format also. We have saved it earlier in that format. These are the tables that we seen earlier also in the previous file. This is the same table that you are seeing here also. So there is not much of a difference that you can see here. So this is how you all should be able to import file formats. Now again, let us go back to the. So there's one more thing I would like to show you all. Close this data source for now. You can also export the data to CSV format. Now we already have this in the CSV, and this is in the SPSS format. So if you want, we can select this file and export it to the CSV format. So I'm selecting this particular file format. So okay, you can see that the BDAT format, it is now getting converted to CSV format. I'm going on desktop. Save it over here. Please underscore that. Yep, let us save it in this format. Yeah, okay. Yeah, that's the file that we see. So now when you open this, this should open in the CSV file form. That's what we can see here. So of course, like most other softwares, even Tableau helps and supports in exporting the desired files into different file formats. But then they are limited. It can vary depending upon the file type also. Data source website here. This website. Let's work on. Let us try and import it. What I intend to do is I intend to import the data externally from the any random web page and bring it on. Selecting some data over here. Now we have a long list of data that we have. What I'm doing is I'm selecting this entire data here, copying it, Control C on my key, select data and select paste. So we have the entire data that's available over here. So this is how you can also copy any data externally from website on the web, and you can paste it over here directly. You can see that it has given us the entire data from the it's from 2020. Yeah, so it's taken only one single page. So this is how you can do it. Again, I show you all. Let me repeat this so that you can understand it better. On data source, data, we pasted the data as data source. Okay, so what I did is I went on the web page, any random web page. This is the Bombay Stock Exchange that I've selected. If you want, we can go to Yahoo Finance also and do so. Search for news reports of companies. Let's click on markets. Let's click. And I select its historical data here. That's the price data that we have here. So what I'm doing is you can manually download it and save it on your machine also. That is what I showed you all earlier when we imported the Apple price data. But out here, what I do is I copy this data that we have. Yeah, that's how. And I've selected all the columns here. Control C, keyboard, Control C. Come here on data, and I select paste. Then you can see here that the entire data has been directly copied from the internet, the web itself. Okay, and then you can see here these are the. Of course, there is some bit of formatting that you will have to do because out here it's showing us in the data source. Let's select data source order. Okay, you can also select the alphabetic order. So that's why we have it from April here. And then this is the price data that we have here. These are the dates and these are the prices that we're seeing. 167 and all.